Hello guys, so in today's video we would be looking on how to build a calculator which would receive input from the user and perform the calculation and give you the result and give the result back. So first let us start with the basics of calculations. So first we create a new file. So how you do that is right click on your folder, click on new file and give a name. So I'll just give it as calc.py. So make sure that you save your file with a .py extension so that you would be able to program it with Python program. So we are into the file, the calc.py file. So let me just tell you the basics. So first we can just create two very basic variables, say a, and we'll give it as 3, a is equal to 3 and b is equal to 5. So the first basic thing you have to do is let's just create another variable called result and we'll set it equal to a plus b and we print out the result. So now we'll see that we have given a as a separate value and b as a separate value. So the result is a plus b, which is nothing but result is equal to 3 plus 5. So we just expect Python to return the value as 8. So let's run the program, and while running click on the run button in VSCode. So if you run that, you'll be able to see that 8 is printed on the terminal. So let's try a different number, say 4 and 8. We expect 12 and you can see that 12 is printed. So now let's just change the operations a bit. So instead of addition, let us try subtraction. So let me just give it as 8 and 4. So a minus b, so it's 8 minus 4. So we expect 4 as the answer and we get 4. Now we could also get the result in negative. So let me just give it as 4 and 8. So 4 minus 8, we expect negative 4 and we can see that negative 4 is printed. Now let's try a bit of multiplication. So for multiplication we use the asterisk symbol and we expect the answer 8 times 4, 32. And now let's try some division. So I'll just change it 8. So now we expect the value Python to return as 2 because 8 by 4 is 2 and we get the answer as 2. So let's try some float, which is some decimal calculations as well. So 8.5 and 4.5, probably 4.6. Let's do some additions now. So now we expect the value to return as 13.1. Let's see, and we can see that it returns 13.1. So this is the very basic of calculations. Now let us see how we could build a calculator which receives input from the user and perform the calculations. So let me explain you how you could get or receive input from the user. So for this, for demonstration purposes, let me just click or create a variable called a and we set it equal to so let me just explain. So there's a function called input in Python. So you just create the input and inside the parentheses you could enter a prompt for which the user would give his or her input. So if for example you want him or her to enter some text, so let me just say enter text. So now what is happening is we give the user a prompt which is enter text and we store the value which is received in a, which is a variable. So now let us print a. So now let me run the code. So if I run, you'd be able to see that there's a prompt saying enter text. So let me just type hello and you're able to see that hello is printed back to us because this value is being stored in a and we are printing it. So let us try it again. So now let us say testing. I'll hit enter and now you can see testing, which is being printed. So this is how you get input from the user. So now let us build the calculator on a full-fledged manner. So here is the programming for building your first and very basic calculator. So let me quickly explain what is happening inside this. So first we define addition. So def is the short form of define in Python. So we define a function. So here we give the name as addition, and we inside the parentheses we give two variables a and b. So since this is addition, the result is set to a plus b. So a is equal to some value which we'll look further in the code, and b will be another value which we'll look further in the code. So result is equal to a plus b, and we are printing the values of a, the operator which would be given by the user, b which will also be given by the user, then equal to, and the result which is after calculation. So now we come to subtraction. So here we do the exact same thing, but instead of adding we subtract. So it's a minus b, and we print out the similar value. For multiplication we use the asterisk, which is for a multiplied by b, and for division we use the forward slash, which is the division symbol. So now we do some code for getting the input from the user. So now we had created a variable called a, and we create a float variable because we want the user to input decimal data as well. And then we do the same thing, input followed by the prompt, which is enter first number for calculation. Next, for the operator, here we just give the input since it is in the form of string. So input, and the prompt is enter operator for calculations. And b, which is another variable which is the second number for calculation, we again set it to a float, input, and then enter the second number for calculation. And here we have a few if, else if, and else statements for performing the calculations. So if the operator, which is here, so if the operator which is being received by the user is plus, then we do addition. So we run this function. So we directly call this function, which is addition over here. So it would run this set of code. And similarly, if the operator is minus, then subtraction. If asterisk, then multiplication. If forward slash, then division. So elif is nothing but else if. And then we give an else statement. So this is in such a case when none of the following, if none of the above statements come true, then we print something is missing and we give a try again. So all this code is guarded within the while true loop. So this is a while loop, so that this set of program could be run infinite times. So while this is true, then it would keep on running. So now let me just give you a demo of how the project works. Let's click on the run button, and now it shows enter first number for calculation. So let me just give 12, hit enter, and enter operator for calculation. So let's add it first, and the second number I would like 14. So 12 plus 14 is nothing but 26. So now let us see what the result is being printed. So we can see, so 12 plus 14 is equal to 26. So let's try one more stuff. So let's say 40 minus the operator, and second number could be 36. 40 minus 36 is equal to 4. Let's try some multiplication. So 3 times, which is the asterisk, let's say 8, and we get 3 times 8 is 34. And let's try once more for division. Let's say 81 by, which is the forward slash 9, we get 9. So now let's try some decimal values. So let's say 12.35 plus 13.76. It says 12.35 plus 13.76 is 26.11. So now let us try some division with the decimals. So let us give a number, say 92, and let us divide it by, let's say 3. We get the answer 92 by 3 is 30.6 recurring. So we can see that the project is working very well. You could find this code in the with the link in the description. Please like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And thanks for watching.